We are live. This is Chris, and that's Mike, and over there's Troy, my buddy Troy Campbell. We're live on YouTube.
Everybody,
This is the band.
listen to
I love
me.
it.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna tell you
Wait for it.
how it's supposed to be.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
And there you have it.
Nice.
The history according to Nemesis.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Troy Campbell, superhuman being. So, those of you who's joining us, we are now. This is Chris and Mike on the Chris and Mike Show. Joined with us, it's very cool superhuman with an outstanding life resume, Troy Campbell. And if
Thank
you
you.
if you followed us for the last 100 plus 50 plus episodes, and you're 30 countries, 29 countries.
29.
You know
29
how much we
countries.
appreciate. We know how much we appreciate life resumes. So, Troy Campbell, hello, and how are you today?
Thanks for
Oh,
coming
good.
on.
I just
On a
absolutely.
moment's
You know,
notice.
I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
clarify for Chris. I like
Yes,
to go by
yes.
Troy Lee Campbell. Personally,
Troy Lee.
my initials TLC. I forgive
TLC
Chris for
better.
the mistake,
Nice.
but this is TLC coming to you live this Friday morning.
Right on,
Dude,
man. I love
now
it.
we can say we had TLC on the show. That's gonna give us street cred.
Absolutely.
That's right. We
Street
will
cred.
not
And
be
the other-
lying on any level.
The other cool thing about that, Troy Lee Campbell sounds like a serial killer.
It does.
Chris, I don't know how I feel about that. Thanks for every time I introduce myself, I have to include my middle name, but I don't need to be
Right.
accused of a serial killer. What is
No,
this?
no, no, no. No, I didn't
Him
say
and I
you-
have
you
this
were
odd
accused.
fascination.
Yeah, we do. Like kid you not, last day at Thanksgiving with June's parents were here, Skylar's husband, so we are all sitting at the
Excellent.
table, right? Both his mom and I think his mom was there still at that point in time. Jake and Sky and Nikki and me. And they came up, serial killers came up, and like we had this legit 20-minute conversation. And they're kind of looking at me like, wow, really? I was like, hey, dude. And it started with Ed Gein. Oh, no, I don't know how it started, but it's Dahmer Party. We were talking about Alive, the plane
Oh,
crash
my
Alive, where
goodness.
people ate. Because it started with us feeding chicken meat to the chickens and cannibalizing the
Oh,
chickens.
yeah.
Because people think, you're going to cannibalize the chickens. And then June, which is Skylar's husband, she's like, kind of like that party that the plane crash with Alive.
Yeah, the
movie
Dahmer
Alive.
party.
Right, and then it went to the Dahmer party, and that
the
went
Donner
to
party. That's what it was.
Right, it went-
D-O-N-N-E-R. Yeah, Donner.
right, but then we all heard Dahmer, so that opened up the Dahmer conversation, which went down Ted Bundy,
Oh, my
and then
gosh.
Mark Harmon. So it opened up this whole can of worms about serial killers and stuff. It was fun. Happy Thanksgiving.
Well, let's not let be that the topic of my episode, Chris.
No. We're gonna talk. So
We talk
So-
about all sorts of silly shit on here, man.
Oh
sorts of
no, I'm good
Yeah.
with it. I'm good with it.
So tell the world who you are and what you're all about.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Troy Lee Campbell. Born and raised in Southern California. Spent a lot of my days there, but now I've spent a majority of my days here in Arizona.
What part of
spent-
California? What?
Southern California, Inland Empire.
Okay.
Grew up in Beaumont, so it's off the 10 freeway. You just drive on the 10 freeway. Oh, hey, there it is, and then you keep going. It's grown a little bit since then, since we grew up there, but it's been it was fun. I enjoyed growing up in a small town.
All that terrible weather you had to endure.
I know the weather was just miserable. Actually, it was fantastic. And then graduated from college in Southern California. Grew up close to home, or went to school close to home. Then
What'd
went
you go
to
to
grad
school for, Troy?
Government. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Government. He's a
I walked
politician.
into
He's a senator.
yeah. So I walked into my advising office. I was playing football, and they brought all the new freshman football players in a big room, and like, hey, we're here to pick out your major and pick out your classes. So I walked in, and they're like, so what do you want to major in? I said, football. They said, well, that's not really an option. So how about something that you're passionate about? I said, I don't know. I've always told my parents I want to be president of the United States forever, and they're like, oh, perfect. There you go, government. Next. And that's how I declared my major. So
That's
Okay,
crazy.
so
dude.
I didn't know you played football. What did you play?
I played defensive end my first year. and I
Okay.
got hurt and stopped playing. So,
Oh,
and then
what
chose student
college?
government as my passion.
And what college was that?
University of Redlands, small
Okay,
D3 school, SoCal.
right on.
Yeah.
Did
So
you
I
Turn
had
get
a
your
a
good time.
preamp up a little
scholarship?
bit, Chris.
My
What now?
Turn my amp up. He was
Turn
talking
your
to me.
turn your volume on your mic up a little bit.
Volume. I'm all the
Is
way
my
up
volume
here.
on my mic okay, Mike?
Oh yeah, yeah, we're louder than
Is that
him
better?
a little bit.
I
Do you still have that thing plugged into that cloud lifter?
do.
That's crazy, man.
Cloud lifter.
What's a
no-
cloud lifter?
It's a
It
cloud.
it boosts your signal 25 decibels.
Oh, interesting.
Cloud.
Looks fancy.
It's not the cloud. It's the cloud.
All right.
It does. I don't know. Strange things. Strange days. So, did you get a scholarship, or did you just like walk on and play football?
Well, I got a scholarship to play football, but
Scholarship.
when I stopped playing football, that academic scholarship that I received went somewhere out the window.
Oh,
So
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
it's
drag.
weird because Division III they can't offer up football scholarships or athletic scholarships. They can offer academic scholarships. So maybe
Gotcha.
that's changed since I went to school, but
Okay.
Division III wasn't
Okay.
able to give athletic scholarships.
Okay, so you have no desire
Maybe
to
I
be
just
president
suck.
anymore?
Oh no, that's not. I'm not saying that's off the table. I'm just saying I
Okay.
want to raise my family and I want my girls to, live in an environment where they're not critiqued for walking down the street sideways. So
Right, and he does have two girls, which are just fun little
yeah,
little humans. I've
How old
and the
are
cool
they?
thing about yeah, how old are they, Troy? Now?
I have an 11-year-old and 5-year-old. They
So you
keep
say
me
hi to them.
running ragged.
You don't have to drop their names if you don't want to, but you can say hi to your children.
Hey,
Some
children,
people
good to see
Hi,
you.
children.
some
What's up,
people
girls?
worry about dropping names and stuff. But the cool thing, what Troy does is he as long as I've known him, he tags his girls on social media, which I'm assuming then he has a page dedicated to them on social media. So when they get older, they can go back and look at all the things, right? Is that why you're
Well,
doing
that's the
that?
plan. That's the hope.
Yeah.
I want them
Okay.
to kind of relive their memories through pictures.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Some people get weirded out by that. I'll be honest. Some people have
Yeah,
some
they
opinions
do.
about that, and that's okay.
No, I think
I'm
that's
okay with
really
it.
cool if that's the reason that you're doing it, so that
Mm-hmm.
in the future they'll have all these cool memories to go back and look
Yeah.
at dad, and
Yeah. That's what I thought.
they'll see their progression growing up. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a picture of each one of them every day of their life from day one. Well, sorry, in the first year of life. Day one, they're day 365.
Yeah.
So I have that chronicled each day from when they were born
Yep.
to their first birthday. And then after that, it was weekly. And then after that, it was monthly. And then now it's just kind of sporadic.
I
So
think
Yeah.
that's really cool, man.
yeah, they're
I
going
did that with
to.
little. I did that with little man. I had a little countdown board. So it started
Absolutely.
365 days till I was one, and then so his entire first year of life. There were some misses because Skylar would go visit June, for a week, and so I'd miss a couple days here and there. But for the most part, and then I put it all up in a video, a time lapse video, and it's just you watch them morph. It's pretty neat.
That
Wow.
is really cool.
So cool.
Yeah, I didn't do it with Trip because I don't have Trip every day like I have Anthony, but. It's cool. It's cool watching them grow, especially. I see everything I do with them is in Dropbox, so I have Dropbox folders.
Oh,
So
excellent.
at any every day they're over here to take pictures, upload to Dropbox with the date. So I have all their lives digitally stored as well.
Yeah,
So it's cool,
Dropbox
man.
will be around for a while too. You know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the fact that you played football, it probably is why you're such a passionate football player, and you must be super excited because the Cowboys actually won 2 games in a row.
Whoa, this is
And they won
unheard
me
of.
some, they won me
This
some
is.
serious money yesterday, so
I
thank you.
I truly think the reason you all invited me on the show was because the Cowboys actually won a game, and let alone
Right,
2 games.
two, two
Two in a row
against
against the
against
defending Super Bowl participants,
And
That's
champs, and participant.
And against my
Yeah.
better judgment, I actually bet on them 2 games in a row, and I'm very happy with the results. So
Well, Mike, I need you to keep doing that. That's the special sauce here. Please
normally
keep
that
that.
doesn't work for me.
Hey, it works for me. I don't care. Keep it up, please.
I just had a feeling yesterday that after that performance against the Eagles, I'm like, they're on a roll, man. I don't
Nice.
see him.
Well,
beating
let's talk-
Kansas-
let's-
or I don't
let's-
see him
let's
losing
kinda-
to Kansas City.
Let's talk about the Eagles game real quickly because in the
What
fourth
about
quarter,
it?
there was a punt in the fourth quarter that they said hit the scoreboard, and it clearly did not hit the scoreboard.
Yeah, what was that all about?
Well,
So
I,
yeah,
I chosen to forget that. I'm having selective amnesia here. I'm not sure what you're talking about. So we could go to the next topic.
okay. So
Moving right along.
but so that
kidding.
changed that. See those little no. I mean it's legit. I mean it's not just the Cowboys, man. There's
Oh yeah,
stuff in the there's stuff all over the place that you can lay Daniel Jones out and he's on the ground for 2 minutes and you barely get a finger on Mahomes and you throw a flag. It's like
it's
they
unreal.
they really need to like get rid of all the current referees and bring some new ones up because there's so much I think, and you may or may not agree, there's some level of corruption going on with the NFL officiating right now. Mike notices it from gambling,
Oh, for
and
sure.
he's not, in the
Well, I
last
think
couple
that's why
years.
they're pushing the gambling so much, right? They're trying to get what the market's doing or what the market's predicting, so that way they can kind of manipulate the market, manipulate the money going in, going out, type thing,
Which is bullshit.
which is absolute bullshit.
Right, because back in the day, if you gambled on sports, what happens? Pete Rose.
You get kicked out.
And right, and remember the ASU? I don't know if you remember this. There was the ASU basketball player that got all tied into gambling and was point shaving years and years
I don't
ago.
remember that at all.
I didn't
forget
until
his
you
name.
just said it, but I
Yeah.
totally remember
yeah.
that now.
Yeah. He got
that in the 90s?
something, and he was a good prospect too. Let me see. if I
Yeah,
can
he
pull
was
it up on the
supposed to be
Google
like the
machine.
number one NBA prospect that year.
Really?
Yeah, I can't. I would have totally
it
not been able to remember that on my own, but now that he brings that up, I remember this story vaguely.
And he was an ASU guy, huh?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
hold on. I'm pulling it up. Let's see where it is.
So how many games did you get to play before you got hurt, Troy, while he's looking this up?
Absolutely none. Zero.
Really?
My poor
Oh.
nephew
yeah.
went through the same thing. He never got
Yeah.
to play live in a game. He got hurt before the season started, unfortunately.
Yeah, I got hurt in camp. My knee.
Okay. That's what happened to him.
Um,
Well, he broke his
and
leg.
then-
in
Oh.
places.
yeah, so I can't really claim I'm
my.
a football player. I went to play football, but
No, you
didn't
played.
actually play.
You just never got to play in a game, unfortunately.
Exactly. I still had a hell of a time.
Okay, so
camp
here-
was a
so
lot of
here-
fun. Oh,
Dude, I can't imagine Troy not having a hell of a time. Troy would have a hell of a time at an insurance seminar where everybody was 97 years old and dying.
hey, I got to keep them on their toes.
This is, yeah, this is the guy 25 years ago.
2018.
Yep,
So 2000.
there he is.
Huh?
Stevie Hideki Smith
Yep.
turned into a campus bookie who's just fixing the game. So that's him.
Yeah, because
and
obviously I
legit.
was still living in Arizona then. That's why I remember that. It was all over the news.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's the guy. And it was legit. Like I want to say there's a movie about him somewhere. A movie about it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, let me jump back on the way you guys are talking. But yeah, I believe there's a movie
Interesting.
about it. Yeah. What's it called? Maybe, but so recently, right, there was a guy that in the NBA that got suspended because they
Well, Chauncey Phillips or whatever it was.
Well, we talked
Well,
about
no,
it.
somebody recently too.
Yeah,
like in
we
the last
talked
couple
about
weeks.
those two referees. One of them went to prison.
Yeah.
Oh, that one referee, yeah.
Yeah, one went
Absolutely.
to prison for sure.
I can't remember that guy's name, but I can see his face.
Yeah, I never knew about that. That was a story that I heard about on Rogan, and then I researched it myself. I was like, "Are you serious? Somebody actually got busted legally or illegally point shaving?"
It was the
Chris,
one that was. Well, go ahead, Troy.
Oh, no, I was going to say, did you know that I was also a high school football official for a little bit?
No,
couple
I did
years ago?
not.
just
That was a
recently.
good time. 2021, I think
Yeah,
the
that's
season,
recently.
2021. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this because I coached Jake and Sky right as they were coming up. So
Absolutely.
referees and
what's
I
your
didn't
question?
always see eye to eye. No, referees and I didn't always see eye to eye. I was always respectful as much as I could be. So being a referee with parents on the sideline and coaches, how did you ever
Oh.
have to deal with that nonsense?
Absolutely. That's why I wanted to bring it up because it was hilarious.
yeah.
There was one
Yeah,
game in
okay,
particular, well, two games in particular,
Okay.
I'll say.
Okay.
One game in
okay.
particular, I'm getting done with this game. And mind you, it was freshman football, so it wasn't varsity. There was no stakes in the game. We're finished the
Right.
game, and they told us in our training, as soon as you get done with the game, you have to leave the field. You don't
Leave.
hang around.
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't deal with
No.
tacklers. Just leave.
Mm-mm.
So and I didn't pack my full set of keys. All I brought was my actual key, not my remote or anything. So usually I have my
no.
remote when I can't find my car. I push, beep, beep, beep. There's my car.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. So I just brought my key and I was running around the parking lot looking for it. And I hear this guy from the stands go, "Hey, ref, can't find your car like you couldn't find your flag. They've been holding us all game." And I said, "What?" He's like, "You can't find your car, like you can't find your flag." And he was letting me have it, man. He was ripping into me about how I couldn't find my car because he couldn't find my flag. They were holding his son
Yeah.
all game, and he was just making sure that I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you start getting anxious? Did you start like your
No.
heart racing? Like, oh boy.
No.
No. Okay, that's good.
No.
Did you ever
That's
have
good.
So
anybody
the
get
one time I
outright
did get anxious.
hostile with
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, so there's one time in particular. This was my mistake. I totally screwed this up.
Okay.
It was on a kickoff,
Okay.
and they always told
Okay.
us be careful of inadvertent whistles, like whistles that you
Mm.
shouldn't blow. So,
Yeah.
anyways, they kick it off, and I'm on the receiving team. I'm on the receiving team's side, and he picks it up and then drops it, and like fumbles it on the ground. And so I blow my whistle, like
Oh.
what the hell? Like not thinking the play
Yeah.
wasn't dead. He picks it up and he keeps going, like he's running. The other team just stops, like looks around, and because I blew my whistle, so they stopped playing. And he took off. He ran into the house. Well,
Oh,
one
no.
coach was pissed at me because he ran into the house, wanted that touchdown. The other team was like,
Right.
"Hey, my guys heard the whistle. They stopped. They played the whistle." And the coaches were both at me, just, "What'd you do that for? What'd you do that for?" And I was
So
like,
So
I think
I
I
messed
kind
up.
of know, Troy, but for those at home, what do you do in a situation like that? Because maybe
Right.
I don't know.
So in that situation, I just worked with the coaches and I said, "Can we all agree that we just need a re-kick?" Like that was
Okay.
my mistake. I owned my
Do-over?
mistake. A do-over. Let's see how this goes. And the kid ended up getting a decent run back. Like he probably got to the 35, 40. I think at that point, both coaches were still upset because one wanted their touchdown
Yeah.
and one wanted the ball back there. But I think they got over it as the game went on.
Sure.
But I was a mess the rest of the game. I had to get my head.
So-
I was rattled.
so why did you blow the whistle?
He
It was a
just
mistake. It was
he
just,
wasn't
it was a
thinking.
mental just blank. Like I saw the ball on the ground. I was like, "Oh, game plays over." Not like an incomplete pass in my head. I think that's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
okay.
He was
It's like an
thinking when he
incomplete
fumbled
pass.
it again that play was over, but really that's still a live
Gotcha.
ball. He just
Okay.
and he knew it
Okay.
right after he blew the whistle. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Right.
Oh yeah, my white hat, as they described, the white hat's the official. You know, the head official and the guy on the field.
Yeah.
He came
Yeah.
over to me. He's like, "Listen, Troy, if we ever have to do that again, you're gonna be taking those stripes off your back." And I was like, "Whoa, this is serious."
Yeah.
And then afterwards, he said he let his emotions get the best of him because he was in the heat of the moment and he shouldn't have said that. That was very rude.
You're not going to
Um,
even be coaching Pee Wee football within 60 miles of here, my friend.
My friend, you're gonna be going out into the clubhouse. Yeah, so that was a rough game. That was a rough mistake. And they told us in training, like, you have to be aware of your whistle, and it's in your mouth. So like when you're breathing,
Yeah.
you have to be careful, like all the
Yeah.
things, you know. And then pandemic, we had a little button whistle, little
Really?
whistle maker because they didn't want us putting the whistle in and outside of our mouth. So we had a
But it's
little
your whistle. But it's
It
your
was
own
a little-
personal
I-
whistle.
That's
It's
how
not communal
ridiculous
whistles.
things became,
You don't
Chris
just
Dunham.
you just didn't go to the football field and have a box of whistles and say, "Oh, I'm going to put this one in my mouth."
No, I
Right?
actually gave it to each player to blow first.
But-
Say, make sure
right?
this works, and then put it in my mouth. That's what I was
See?
actually trying to do.
That's stupid. Like a whoop whistle, like a foghorn.
Oh, it was wild.
That would be better. A foghorn, little personal foghorns instead of whistles.
That's what they use in basketball
But-
games. Those little
What's
air horns.
crazy though
Yeah.
is that whistle was made by the same company that actually makes whistles. That was their.
That was
So
their
So
way
we
to
also
stay
had
in
masks
business.
on. Yeah, we had masks on. That's why we couldn't blow the whistles because the masks. But really,
Why didn't you just cut a hole in the mask and put the whistle through the hole? That's what
because
she
I'm not as
said.
smart as Chris Dunham.
So, again, I want to talk about this too because this was epic. So Troy's a Cowboys fan and I'm a Giants fan, and we've known that since,
Oh,
probably since
absolutely.
the first or second time we met each other.
Yeah, I almost
So,
fired him to be my
um,
realtor once I found out he was a Giants fan actually.
Right? It was.
But he was just such a good guy, such a lovable guy.
Yeah.
I couldn't help it. My wife
Everybody
convinced me I
has
need
their
to stick with
faults,
him.
Troy. Everybody has
I
their
know.
faults.
I know.
Well, it's
I
like
know.
Nikki says, you either love or hate me. There's no in between. So, but
We
but-
love you, buddy. We love you.
We
Thank
love
you.
you.
But
We do.
I forget when it was. But tell the Beckham story.
Yeah, so the Pro Bowl came to Arizona. Oh, when did the Pro Bowl come to Arizona? I can look it up too. So the Pro Bowl came to Arizona before the Super Bowl. Let's see. 2000, no, not 2005.
15.
2015. There we go. So the Pro Bowl came to Arizona, and we were living in Arizona or in Flagstaff up at the time.
right,
And I had a buddy
right.
that worked for some agency that was working with the Pro Bowl or something. I'm not really sure how his connection was, but he's like, "Hey, do you want to go down the hill and go to a Pro Bowl game?" And I was like, "Well, how much are these tickets? Like, I got to get approval with my wife." He's like, "No, man, I got free
Right, right.
tickets." And I was like, that's ridiculous. Okay. So we drove down the hill to a Pro Bowl game, went to the stadium, showed up, and the Pro Bowlers were on the field warming up, doing their thing. And
Yep.
Odell Beckham Jr., the ones in Miracle Catch back in the day that just celebrated their 10-year anniversary, I think, or 12-year anniversary, against the Cowboys. He's running off the field, and everyone's like, "Hey, Odell, OBJ!" And he just throws his practice glove up in the stands, and I'm like, "Oh, I got it. Yeah, there it is. That effing catch
That's
right there."
awesome.
No,
Love it.
it's not awesome. I hate it. So he threw his glove up in the stands, and I grabbed it. And I was like, "Oh, dang!" And I had guys up at the stadium coming up to me, "Hey, I'll give you $50 for that. I'll give you $100 for that. I'll give you $200 for that." And I wish I would have done that, to be honest. But I think it went to a better cause. I think it went to Chris and Jake.
Yeah,
Yes.
And I held on to it
Jake.
forever.
did.
Because I didn't like the Giants, but I didn't want to sell it. I was like, I'm gonna find a Giants fan that I like. And then one day I was just, looking at it, and I was like, I like Chris, but do I like Chris that much? No, I like Jake that much. I like Jake that much. So I called Chris and said, "Hey, I think Jake might want this glove." So, Jake's an overall badass serving in the military. So
Yes, he
He
is.
is.
I
Yep.
I had to give it up,
Yeah. Yeah. He still
and I
has
think it was
too.
to a worthy cause.
Frequent guest on the Chris
Yeah.
and Mike show too.
Okay, perfect. I
yeah,
didn't know if
yeah.
Chris, share his business
Yep.
around.
Yep. Yeah, and I got that. It was 20-year anniversary, I think, of that. The catch.
Was it 20-year
20?
anniversary? I feel like it just celebrated something, but it was 10
Yeah,
years
he
ago
just
that caught the glove. So that's crazy.
yeah. Yeah, he just got reinstated too. I don't know why he was uninstated, but he just got reinstated to the NFL. I'm not sure why.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know how you get yeah, unless he had PEDs or something, I don't know. But so yeah, so that was awesome because that's one of those things that when he did it, I was like, really? Like you really giving me his glove?
That's
Because
so cool.
Yeah, I
I knew
should have
how
done
much
it.
I knew what a diehard Cowboys fan he was. So you guys being a Cowboys fan, what's your record now? Is it
Five,
6-5-1?
6-5 and
6-5
one.
and 1?
6, 5, and 1. Yeah,
6-5-1.
I
Yeah.
I really don't like that little one
Yeah.
on the end. It really bothers me. I
No,
hate
but
The
now the
one
ties.
thing
Chiefs
that
are
makes football stupid, the fact that any game
Right.
can end in a tie.
I
Well,
amen to that, Mike.
yeah. Yeah. Well, and the Chiefs are now what? Are they 5-6?
5, 6, and
5 and
5 and 6.
Well,
They
here's
win in the
why
game.
it's stupid. Because in college football, you can't end in a tie.
Right. You
I
just go
think
in
you
it.
can in high school. It's weird. I think high school can, college
Oh,
can,
I'm not
and
sure.
the pros can. Don't quote me on the high school, but I know for sure you cannot in college because the University of Illinois a few years back had like 18 overtime
Overtimes?
periods.
I do
Right.
remember that.
I don't remember who they were playing. Might have been Northwestern.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had 18 overtime periods, so that can't end in a tie.
No, that's insane.
I just don't like that.
I do
Yeah,
I do
I-
like now but I do like now how like if the Cowboys and Giants are playing, okay, and then it goes overtime. So then the Cowboys go down the field and score a touchdown. Then the Giants are allowed to try to go down the field and score a touchdown.
They
Where's
made
the-
it
Oh, they
more
updated that rules?
Yeah.
I thought it
yeah,
was first
they-
touchdown
no.
wins.
It
No,
used to be
no,
they
it used-
updated it.
Yeah. They updated
Okay.
this year I think it was the first year with that, right?
Well, it was last year for sure.
Was it last year? Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's no sudden death. So both teams have the opportunity to match each other's scores. So if the Cowboys went down and scored a touchdown, the Giants went down and scored a touchdown, then I believe it's the next score wins or
Yes.
defensive
Got it.
turnover,
Got it.
right?
Well,
So even if they're
it's-
yeah,
It's interesting because my philosophy on why there's no there's allowed to be a tie in NFL is because of the money. They don't want to miss out on the
Yeah.
next game's money,
Yeah.
even though they should just like stop televising it and just let it duel out. But they don't want to lose that money,
I never thought about
There was-
that. I think you might be onto something there for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and Mike, you said something earlier this year that there was a weekend with like 2 or 3 ties or something, or 2 ties or something in the NFL, and if you had bet on
Wait,
those,
seriously?
Yeah.
if you bet on the probability of ties, the money line was crazy.
Yeah, it would astronomical money.
Yeah, because
Really?
the odds of that. Yeah, the odds of that. Like Jake had a friend who bet $10 on on I forget what game he said. But if we would have won, he would have won like $34,000 because it was that much of an underdog thing. And they didn't. It was like the last. I mean, it was only $10. Like I started FanDueling. I don't know what, maybe a month ago.
About a
So I've
month
been
ago.
playing on my one. Yeah. So I've been playing on my one money. I haven't even touched my original $100 yet. Because you win your
Nice.
first bet on FanDuel, you get this $300 bonus.
Oh,
But you
nice.
can't cash out. You have to use it. You have to use that money to
how
bet.
they
But
get
it's
you.
still but it's free money, right? So
Nice.
and when you win with the free money, you get that money. You just don't get
Nice.
the $10. So if a $10 bet got me a $25 win, I wouldn't get $35 because they don't recoup that 10. I get 25 back. So
Mm.
you know,
Yeah,
Jake won a
no,
parlay last night.
I'm not. My nephew's all into that parlays and betting. I just can't get into it.
I'm
I
not
don't-
good at the parlay part of it, but I am good at just making single spread bets. And like Chris has been doing a lot of prop bets. I do a lot of those
Just-
too, where somebody's gonna throw for more than 250 yards, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
I like
Yeah.
making those single bets like that. One of my claims to fame, Troy, is since 2016, I have never lost a dollar of my own money gambling on sports. I actually
Really?
finished the whole. I built the studio here, did all the floors on one half of my house. That's all from sports betting.
Seriously?
Yeah,
See, that's incredible.
all you
Yeah,
gotta do is
I
watch
don't know.
Sports Center, man, and they give you little tips. And then like on the MLB network, there's this girl named Ariel Epstein. She does like these pitcher props. She's like 70% accurate. So if you just do what
Wow.
she says every day,
What's her name?
Ariel Epstein. So when baseball season comes around, make sure you watch her. She calls it the
Interesting.
Diamond K play of the day. So I record it on my YouTube TV, right? And then I just fast forward to that section, figure out what she's going to bet for the day, stick it in my bet slip. And last year she was 70% accurate.
The prop queen.
There you go. That's
The
what
prop,
they call
the
her.
prop queen. Okay. Yeah, I just found her. That's cool.
Interesting. Interesting.
There she is, the prop queen. Yeah, I'll share it. I'll share it for the viewers that want to get into gambling. We don't condone gambling, boys and girls. Okay.
No,
We're
but if
not-
you're
we're
over
not- we're
18
not-
and you got some extra income, there you go.
There you go. So there is Ariel.
Got
And
it.
she's cute on top of it. That never hurt anything.
No. So yeah, all kinds of stuff. There she is, the prop queen.
Interesting.
Yeah. Kind of like
Yeah,
that movie
I-
with Al Pacino and Matthew McConaughey, Two for the Money, right? But she's
Yeah.
just a chick.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Same
can't
concept.
promise that I would listen to anyone else on my betting, but that's just me. I don't know. I like my money too
Yeah.
much. I don't want to give it away to.
No.
Where does it
that's-
go?
yeah,
So
and this-
where does it go when you lose? Like that's my question.
It goes
you're-
to
when
the
you're betting.
DraftKings.
to the mob.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It goes
See,
to two
I don't have any
college
interest.
It literally
Yeah, go
goes
ahead,
to
Mike.
two college kids who had a dream that they could play fantasy sports with their friends after college who were going to spread out to different parts of the country, right?
Right.
They never
Really?
intended for it to be a gambling app. They wanted to be able to
Dra-
play fantasy sports. Yeah, there's a documentary. I wish I could remember where it's at, but it was fascinating
Wow.
because these guys became inadvertent billionaires.
Is it
Wait, for real
DraftKings?
though?
Yeah,
They developed DraftKings?
yeah, true story.
Wow.
And then right after they developed DraftKings, online sports betting started becoming legal state by state, and light bulb went off over the top of their head. They're like,
Yeah.
Hey, here's a money making idea. Yeah, that's a true story.
I need to go look
Okay,
that up.
I just found you don't need to look it up, Troy, because I just found it on the Chris and Mike show. We're sharing the screen right now. The DraftKings story, founded in Boston 2012. Our three founders set out to create the best in-class daily fantasy sports product focusing on customer service excellence. Some years later, we now boast a suite of products that millions of customers engage with every day.
Wow.
But it all started with their wanting to keep in touch with their friends and be able to play fantasy sports
That's
online.
crazy.
Same concept
is
as
crazy.
Zuckerberg with Facebook. He
Yeah.
wanted a way to be able to communicate over the internet with his buddies.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Zuckerberg also kind of stole the idea.
Well,
In a
yeah.
roundabout-
Chris, that
in a
is up
roundabout.
for discussion. I'm not sure that's
Well, no, I don't have
accurate.
I don't have a problem with him doing what he did because hey, it's
Thank
think
you
about
for
it.
saying
Many,
allegedly, Troy, so we don't get sued.
right. Oh yeah, my bad. but think about it, like like anything in the world. Why is the screen not going back to normal? I stopped sharing.
I don't know. There you go.
There you go.
It's. I mean, think about it though. I mean, like Jeff Bezos isn't the first person that thought about online shopping, right? He was just the one that executed, right? Elon Musk wasn't the first one probably thought about PayPal. He was the one that executed it, right?
Yeah, but
Well, think
somebody's got to
about
be that
Venmo
guy,
too.
right?
True. Oh yeah. Right. Somebody's
Like-
got to be there to execute the idea. Yeah.
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 It's
yeah.
no
So what's your
different than
idea,
what
Troy?
we're doing
Yeah.
here. I had a
So what's
concept,
our
but I was
idea,
afraid to
gents?
do it by myself, right? So you helped
Yeah.
me bring it to fruition.
Right.
I
Right.
can't say that I did this by myself because I didn't.
No. No.
I
you
don't.
helped
I don't think any
inspire-
of those
yeah.
people are claiming to. That's what pisses me
No,
off
no.
about like them saying Led Zeppelin ripped off Stairway to Heaven. If you listen to the original,
Yeah.
go look up this debate because
Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
the original is very close, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, right?
And darts.
And darts. So
And pool.
And cool. Yeah.
okay, stop. You guys are killing me. And
Mike's
almost
gonna
burning
punch us through the
alive,
screen.
and almost drowning.
And archery. Archery. I'm like, we go on for days, Troy. See, this is why I
Dude,
love
let's
Troy,
go.
dude. He's got-
That's
he-
our next
he's
topic.
got
That's our
my-
next topic.
He's got my
What if we
crazy
set it
brain
close?
that you just.
He assured
so
me
here's
I
the
was
scale
going
of-
to love you, and he was
Yeah.
right, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He's like,
Okay,
"You're
so
gonna love
here's
this guy."
yeah. So here it is. The iconic rock band were accused of stealing the song's opening riff from a song called "Taurus" by U.S. psych rocker Spirit, recorded 3 years before release of the album Led Zeppelin 4, which became the rock behemoth.
Behemoth.
Behemoth. Oh, so is this the?
See-
Is this? Oh, here's the controversy. Let's see what happens here. Is
It's a
this, am I
TikTok.
sharing this?
It is close.
Where's the volume? There it is. Oh, whoa, that's loud. Oh, come on.
My toys control all the parameters of the just right.
Oh, stop. Okay.
I know that's so
A
frustrating.
metric fuck ton is a standard unit of measurement for amount.
Hey, that's
One
us.
metric fuck ton is equal
that
to
Chris?
25 shitloads. A shitload is equal to 25 ass loads, and an ass load is equal to 20 to 50 something else. So there you have it. Now, why we're on tons?
Why are we
We're on
talking
ton,
about
how
this,
much is
Chris?
an ass ton, you may ask? Well, an ass ton is 1,000 units of ass.
You're gonna kill me.
Ass weights vary from cheek to cheek, so a proper conversion similarly cannot be made. A shit ton is more
Okay.
easily converted as it refers to exactly one imperial ton of shit. One shit ton is exactly 0.0907185 metric tons.
Why is this a
You heard it
topic?
here, probably not first, but we're all about engaging and educating. So we hope you engaged you into the shit ton, fuck ton, ass ton.
Oh my goodness.
That's
so
our
funny that
most
popped
listened
up.
to reel across any social media platform,
Really?
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny that just popped up like randomly, dude.
and it's
It's
been
'cause it's
shared
supposed
or
to
it's
be.
been saved 11 times. Thank you for whoever got that much of a kick.
No,
out of
we
it.
we got on some weird topic, dude. Where I forget how it even came up, but then I just looked it up and then we
I
had this-
said something like, "That's a fuck ton," and I said that's a technical term, and I kept talking, and unbeknownst to me, Troy, there he is in the background, like always, on the Google
Looking it
machine.
up.
Yeah.
And he's like, actually, it's in the Webster's dictionary. I'm like, you gotta
Yeah.
be shitting me. He's like, no, it's right here.
Yeah, I
Oh.
got you. All right, we got to wrap this up because Troy's got a life and he's got to go do things. So
I
Troy, you gotta
apologize.
come.
It was-
You gotta come back when
Yeah.
you got more time, brother.
No, I
Yeah.
agree, and I want to come
Yeah.
back and we'll get this going. I appreciate you guys bringing me on today, but we'll
We
get this going
appreciate
again.
you
I know.
coming on. Our guest, we had a snafu in
faux pas.
scheduling, faux pas. So thank you for making time for us, and definitely come back, man. This was a blast.
yeah.
All right,
Don't
well, I
leave yet.
appreciate it as
Once-
well.
don't leave yet because once we sign off, we're going to make sure you're uploaded. So as per usual, this is the Chris and Mike show. If you're feeling sad, depressed, suicidal, don't do it. Go journal, go run, go scream in a pillow, go work out, go find somebody to talk to. If you can't find somebody to talk to, text 988. They are standing by to help talk you off that cliff, help change your mindset. You don't want to be that person that leaves a hole in somebody's heart because you don't wake up tomorrow, because after all, tomorrow is better because you're in it. So for Chris, Mike, and the really cool superhuman Troy Campbell, we just touched on how cool he is. We'll bring him back in the new year and we'll have an even more dynamic conversation because truly, trust me, you're going to love this guy. We'll see you next time. Love you, Mike. Love,
Love
you,
you
Troy.
too, brother. Thanks.
Love you
thanks
too.
again,
TLC
Troy.
out.
Peace.
Thank you.
Peace.
Take care.
TLC, TLC, TLC.